public servants need not be coiffed and cardboard images, that in fact they must be flesh and blood.
She's saucy, she's opinionated, she's got her own life, separate from the president's.
She, for the most part, refuses to be the cookie-baking, non-threatening housewife.
If you had to sort of boil it down to one thing, she's just a very strong, powerful character.
She's a doctor and a nurturer and a healer and a mother, and she's every bit his equal.
The First Lady has a tremendous amount of influence on the president. She's there when he wakes up in the morning. She's there when he goes to bed at night. It has always been that way. First Ladies have always had a tremendous amount of power. I don't care if it was Martha Washington or Dolly Madison or Nancy Reagan or Hillary Clinton or Laura Bush. They're powerful, they play a role, they have an influence, and they affect the culture of the White House. There's no getting around it.
When I came in, there was no First Lady. It just wasn't revealed yet. We didn't know where it was going to go, who the woman would be, and how old, and what kind of relationship they would have.
There was no design for the First Lady there was no, is she going to be a character in the show? What's she going to be? Literally was Aaron saying, Tommy, I think I need the First Lady in this episode.
Everything was very fast in those days because literally Aaron would emerge from his office and say, the First Lady is in the next episode, and that would start in 5 minutes.
I remember coming in one day for a writer's meeting, and Aaron was passing around a list of actresses to maybe play a wife.
Well, it was one of those, God, what if we could get Stockard Channing? We need someone like Stockard Channing. Well, let's ask Stockard Channing, And
it was a very, very small part. It was very, I was very disappointed when I read it. I said, oh, she's just in and out, and it was a lot of back and forth, like I didn't think I could do it because it was scheduling. At the midnight hour, I literally had 5 days off, and I was in Canada going hiking, and something made me just turn the cell phone on and say, excuse me, I know this is really sort of show busy, but can I just see if I have a message? This guy was taking me up into the mountains to hike, and there was this message, and they said, don't move, we think we can work it out. And I literally got back to the airport and arrived in 95-degree heat in Los Angeles in my hiking boots and a duffel coat, and was taken to wardrobe where I was poured into an evening dress that I'd never laid eyes on before, and showed up the next morning at the state dinner. I went to Martin, I said, hi, we've never met, but I think we've been married for about 50 million years, and that was the beginning of it all.
The chemistry worked immediately, and I think Stockard was in our second or third show.
You immediately felt like they were a marriage. She's certainly willing to take him on.
They both together have an incredible respect for one another that shows and plays beautifully between them.
I always remember Tommy saying, you can't just slap a pair of glasses on someone and call them smart. They have to be smart. And Stockard is just enormously smart, not to mention that she looks real swell in an evening gown.
Well, Stockard just loves to dress up. It's just, she loves clothes. She has a great sense of style. And, of course, she always loves the evening gowns. I think Washington is a very conservative place. We wanted somebody with a little bit more oomph. And that was the incident of the famous exposed breasts, because we decided wouldn't it be great to have a First Lady that was really sexy, which we hardly ever see in real life. And we got about 300 letters from people around the country saying, oh my God, the First Lady had breasts.
Nice job with the, raising of the kid.
They're beautiful.
They're real, too. They can cut glass.
That's diamonds. I can cut glass.
Well, damn it, what are these then?
We also started using a lot more estate jewelry on Stockard. Almost everything that Stockard wears is real. It's the real thing. And we often have a guard on the set who comes with the piece, follows her around the set all day when she's wearing the jewelry. Usually cute guys, too, so it's great.
You outwitted my chancellor. You bested my swordsman.
I haven't mentioned this in a while, ma'am, but I think you and the president are a perfect couple.
She has her own issues and her own political agenda, and we wanted that to be reflected in the way that she dressed. We try to do the red and blue and, the flag. And it relates really well to her as a person because Abbey Bartlet is this fiery, she's a firecracker.
Game on, boyfriend. Let's go.
Okay.
By the way, I feel bad.
I don't think I've done enough to help you prepare for this debate.
Why are you telling me this now?
Just 'cause.
Oh, my God.
There's got to be somebody at the end of the day who can take a pair of scissors and cut the president's tie off. There's got to be somebody who can pop the bubble and stand up to the president and remind him to be humble, remind him of who he is.
She knows exactly what she's doing. It's an act of insanity, and it works perfectly.
You know, you always want to be on the secret, what's on stage and what's backstage, and that was largely a big appeal, I think, from the get-go, and it's also tremendously well done.